For God's sake, Martha, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, George.
Well, I'm sorry, but...
What a cluck. What a cluck you are.
What? What? Hey, I'm tired. It's late, and besides...
Well, you know what, George? That's too bad about you.
Yeah, well, that's how it is anyway, Martha.
You didn't do anything. You never do anything. You don't mix. You just stand around and talk.
What do you want me to do? You want me to act like you? You want me to go around all night long braying at everybody the way that you do?
I don't bray.
All right, you don't bray.
I do not bray.
All right, I said you don't bray.
Make me a drink.
What?
I said make me a drink.
Oh. Well, I don't suppose a nightcap would kill either one of us.
Are you kidding? A nightcap? We've got guests.
We've got what?
Guests.
Guests?
Yes, we've got guests. People coming over.
When?
Now.
Who?
What's their name?
I don't know. Who was their name?
You met them tonight, George.
Who? Who are these people?
You met them tonight. He's new. He's in the math department or something.
I don't remember meeting anybody.
Well, you did. Would you give me my drink, please? They're new. He's in the math department. He's blonde, 30s.
Oh, and good looking?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it figures.
Yeah.
It figures.
Yeah. And his wife, she is this mousy little thing without any hips or anything.
No?
You remember them now, George?
I believe so, Martha. Well, why in God's name are they coming over here tonight?
Because Daddy said we should be nice to them, that's why.
Oh, Lord, you know, but I said, I don't think your father meant that we had to stay up all night with these people.
Well, it's done. Never mind.
Well, it's ridiculous.
It's done.
You know, I wish you would tell me something sometime. Stop springing things up on me all the time.
I don't spring things
yes,
up
you do.
on
You really
all
do.
the time.
You're always springing things up on me all the time.
Oh, George.
Always.
Aw. Poor Georgie, put up on pie. Are you sulking? Let me see, is that what you're doing? Are you sulking?
Never mind, Martha.
Aw.
Never mind. Just don't bother yourself.
Aw. Hey! Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf? Virginia Woolf, Virginia Woolf. Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf? Ha! 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 Don't you think that's funny? I thought it was a scream, a real scream.
Yeah, that's all right, Martha. That's all right.
Why don't you like it, huh?
It's all right. It's all right. That's all it is all right.
Hey, would you put some more ice in my drink? You never put ice in my drink anymore. Why is that?
I always put ice in your drink. Always. You eat it. That's all. That's what you do. You chew it. You're like a cocker spaniel. You know, you're going to break your big teeth.
Well, they're my big teeth.
Ha! Some of them.
I got more teeth than you've got.
2 more.
2 more is a lot more.
Yeah, well, I suppose it is. I suppose it's pretty remarkable for someone your age.
Hey, you cut that out. You're not so young yourself.
I'm 6 years younger than you are. I always have been and I always will be.
Well, you're losing your hair.
Well, so are you, honey. What do you want now? Huh? What?
Make me another drink.
I just made you a drink. And I'm not going to kiss you either. So there.
Hey, come on over and give your mommy a big sloppy kiss.
Oh, no.
I want a big sloppy kiss.
I don't want to kiss you, Martha. And where are these people? Where are these people that you got coming over here?
They'll be here. They stayed on to talk to Daddy. Why don't you want to kiss me?
Because, dear, if I kissed you, I'd get all excited. And then I'd be beside myself. And I'd be forced to take it right here on the living room floor, and then our little guests would come in. Well, what would Daddy have to think about that?
You pig. Ha ha ha. Make me another drink, lover.
Oh my God, you can slow it down, can't you?
I'm thirsty.
Jesus. That's all you do. That's all you do. Now, what? What? I know you want to say something. Just stay on your feet, okay?
You know what? If you existed, I'd divorce you.
Just stay on your feet, that's all. You know,
You
these
know
are
what?
your guests that are coming
I
over.
can't
Stay on
even
your
see
feet.
you.
Stay on your feet.
I
You
haven't
know,
been able to see you,
you know,
in
if you,
years.
If you pass out or throw up or something.
You're a blank, a cipher, a zero.
You know what? And one other thing. Keep your damn clothes on. There's nothing more sickening of a sight than you with a couple of drinks in you and your freaking dress up over your head. Right?
Fuck you.
Oh, must be your guest, Martha. The door.
Come on in. Come on. Why don't you sit right over here? Sit right here. Sit down!
It's all right, Tom. It's all right. That'll get better.
Sit back. You know what, George? You know what really happened tonight? You want me to tell you what happened? It snapped. It finally snapped. Not me, not it, the whole arrangement. It went snap. You know, you can go along for a long time and think everything's manageable until one day, one night, something snaps. And you're not going to try anymore. You're just not going to try. I'm loud, and I'm bold, and I wear the pants in this house because somebody got to. Snap. It went snap tonight. I'm not going to try with you anymore. You know, there was a second back there, just a second, when I thought I could get through to you. Just a second. When I thought we could cut through all this crap. But I'm not going to try anymore. You know, tonight at that party, I sat there and I watched you, and I watched the younger men around you, the men who were going to go someplace. And it finally snapped. And I'm not going to try with you, baby, anymore. I don't care. And I'm going to howl it out. And I'm not going to give a damn what I do. And I'm going to make the loudest explosion you have ever heard.
Well, now, Martha, my dear, in her own discreet way, told you about my first novel, True or False. I mean, true or false in that there ever was such a thing. Anyway, she told you about it, my novel, my memory book, which I wish she hadn't. I preferred it that way, but it's blood under the bridge now. But what Martha didn't tell you, and what she didn't do, and she didn't tell us all about, was my second novel. No, Martha, you didn't know about that one, did you? True or false? My second novel, True or False. True or false? Well, it's an allegory, really, probably. It's about this nice young couple that comes out of the Midwest. And it's a bucolic, you see. And this nice young couple out of the Midwest, they come in. And he's blonde, and he's about 30, and he's a teacher, a scientist, a teacher, I don't know. And his wife is this little mousy thing who's gargling brandy all the time. Well, Mousy's father, he's a holy man, you see. And he ran sort of a traveling clip joint. Always taking on the faithful. He just took him, that's all. Anyway, Blondie and his frau came out of the plane stage, you see, and they settled into a little town just like Nouveau Carthage here. But Blondie was really in disguise, actually. Because his baggage ticket had bigger things written on it. H.I. High, historical inevitability. But his baggage, you see, part of his baggage came in the form of his mouse. But what nobody could figure out about Blondie was his baggage, his mouse. For here you had somebody that came out of Kansas. He was a Kansas swimming champion or something. All right? And here he was, he had this mouse who he was salacious to a point, given that she was nothing but a simp. Sort of, a simp, but in the long run, she was tooting brandy immodestly and spending half her time in the upchuck. And then, you know, as a flashback, now we think of how they got married. Well, one day, little Mousy got all puffed up. And she ran over to Blondie's house. And she stuck out her puff and said, "I'm all puffed up." "Oh my goodness," said Blondie. And then, as fast as she was puffed up, the puff went away like magic. Poof! That's a pretty good novel,